In the past, I know this has not always been the case, and my experience continues to be the exception and not the rule. But with my disposition, I tend to ignore the noise and always focus on the sound. Yesterday, I announced my Kokoda Plus trek in Papua New Guinea next year to bring together those people from all of our communities for an inspiration expedition with whom we will learn and share and grow, HIV positive or not. And to me, this is the sound that I talk about. This is the sound of inspiration. Right now, as I have for most of my life, I take the past as a gift and run towards the future full of hope and excitement, knowing people before me have suffered, have protested, and have fought for my right to live my life without discrimination, allowing me today to win at this game called life. I win and I have my life because of those who have gone before us and for those who fought alongside our forebears. Today's knowledge of the sacrifices of the past shines bright in me, in us, living, breathing, ascending our life's tree and experiencing our own life's adventures. Today's in memorandum dedication is not only about the past, but about the future, about our future living with HIV. With a nod to the past, I think we can cheers to our future. And now we remember those who have passed as we unfurl the memorial flag. Now the names of those passed away will be read.
Bill Ainsworth,
Drew Oler, Alan Ahmed,
Zorn Artman,
Volker Bosner, Daryl Bagnato,
Mike Bard,
John Basil, Rudy Becerra,
Birgit Becker,
David Bindinelli, Tilly Betex,
Mark Bingham,
Larry Blakely, Jim Blank,
Andy Bowden,
Rick Bonner, Elena Borghese,
Jeff Voss,
Robert Brewster, Vadim Brezhnev,
Cliff Brown,
Buck, Paul Busby,
Barry Buros,
Ivan Bussens, Bruno Calcara,
George Kalinja,
John Colori, Heather Cameron,
Cecile,
Vladimir Chanev, Richard Chanot,
Mel Sharon,
Michael Clark.
Charles Clifton Jr.
Roy Coe.
Horace Collins.
Marcus Comercon.
Rowe Cominoni.
Jerry Courtney.
Janet Crawford.
Stefan Craig.
Kevin Davis.
Richard DeFabries.
Klaus Evelyn.
Phil Entwistle.
Bill Ferranti.
Buzz Fitz.
Donald David Farrenbach.
Peter Fitzgibbons.
Rich Flowers.
Terry Fox.
Gary France.
Roy Fernandez.
Sylvia Gosa.
Bobby Goldsmith.
Mitch Gonzalez.
Lee Graham.
Former FGG co-president Peg Gray.
Dennis Griffith.
David Gritz.
Norman Gritz.
Mark Kirksey.
Frank Hamilton.
Susan Hamill.
Keith Herring.
Hazel.
Hal Herkenhoff.
Peter Herklin.
Layla Hogan.
Jean-Jacques Hervé.
Bath Hopple.
Richard Hunter.
Joel Ifker.
Richard Imler.
David Giannis.
Lloyd Jenkins.
Cameron Johnson.
Nkosi Johnson.
Bill McPhee.
Father Mitchell Judge.
Don Young.
Ted Kalidas.
Deborah Kent.
Suzanne Keys.
Patrick Kelly.
Bison Kerry.
Herb King.
Steve Clark.
Bill Concoy.
Chris Kona.
Andrew Scott Lafferty.
Leonard Levy.
Rod Lawrence.
Leonard Lenz.
Joy Lepat.
Daryl Loberg.
Gary Loney.
Daniel Longy.
Rita Lopez.
Carl Lorenzen.
Grace Lutker.
Roger Lyon.
Roger McFarlane.
Phil Manciaro.
Tom McGuire.
Claude Mayo.
Tom Marl.
Carl Martin.
Eric Martinez Avila.
Steve Matson.
Winston Mathias.
Terry McCormick.
Barry McDell.
Kevin McNeil.
Peter Middendorf.
Rafael Montijo.
Allison Needham.
John Nicholson.
Marion Nicholson.
Simon Nicoli.
Anne O'Brien.
Renee Ogletree.
Terry Oliver.
Michael Palm.
Klaus Pollack.
Niels Peterson.
Bill Petrie.
Robert Pittman.
David Foote.
Raymond Krul.
Dorothy Paulin.
David Quintus Parquet.
Wyatt Ray.
Sharon Red.
Margaret Reed.
Mickey Reed.
Russell Redmond.
Charles Ritt.
Martha Ritt.
Mike Rivers.
Rob Rod.
Marcus Rohracker.
Peter Runyon.
Al Schaaf.
Beatrice Schneider.
Ken Shapiro.
Michael Chernoff.
Dave Sherrill.
Martin Seeger.
Steve Smetzer.
Brian Solensen.
Adam Sispek.
Ricky Stryker.
Larry Stripling.
Jean-Marie Stroud.
Bernd Sternenberger.
John Subido.
Tom Siddell.
Andy Summers.
Hank Supka.
Steve Swanson.
Sven Svensson.
Dale Teisler.
John Thoreau.
David Thompson.
Perry Tilleros.
Thomas W. Fawcett.
Tyler Trimming.
Walter Troches.
Reverend Sitsinsi.
Tim Turley.
Bernard Turner.
Jos van Ark.
Carl Vanderkrud.
Mark Vartanian.
Horst Warschlotz.
Dr. Thomas F. Waddell.
Robert Weaver,
Steve White,
Julie Williams,
John Wilson,
Lolly Winans,
David Wolf,
Rand Weisman Kirkright,
Michael Zachary,
Mickey Zakuta,
Arnie Zane,
Guy Selenick,
Jeremy Zip,
Ignacio Zuazo,
Don Dimmitt,
Beatrice LaRocque,
Madeline Porter,
Karl-Heinz Hassan,
Sunny Fu,
Darren Oliver.
If anyone else would like to call out the names they wish to know.
Abram Ostrovsky.
Uncle Murray. Uncle Joe.
Joe LaPath.
Oliver Murphy,
Adolfo Millán. Sorry.
Larry Killian.
Thank you.
Street party to help mark Stonewall Day in 1978 and to show our solidarity with the GLBTIQ people of San Francisco. Our objective was to build on the more political campaigning we've done to repeal anti-homosexual laws and to win equality by creating a fun cultural space where many more homosexuals and lesbians could come out in public to celebrate their sexuality and assert their freedom. This is a lot like the objectives of the founders of the Gay Games, who wanted to bring gays and lesbians together in an unprecedented effort to dispel the prevailing attitudes in sport regarding ageism, sexism and racism. So I salute those founders, and we're joining with you, of course, to carry on this vision. On June 24, 1978, it was in the night. Earlier in the day there'd been the normal type of political actions, but our Mardi Gras started out with hundreds and ended with thousands, despite the best efforts of the police to make it end in as short a time as possible. We defied the police and marched into King's Cross, only there to be violently attacked by a huge force of police. Something remarkable happened then, because we didn't cower under this attack. Many people resisted. There were small street fights going on for over an hour amid a hail of bottles and rubbish bins and shouting of all those people who are in King's Cross late on a Saturday night. The police only managed to arrest 53 of us. They were furious and they took out their anger on us. But our movement wouldn't be put down. We stood up over the following months and years and created an ever bigger wave for freedom, for reform and liberation. And we made sure that the gay and lesbian Mardi Gras survived and grew every year after that until today. So our best wishes for the 2018 Gay Games.
Hello, I'm Sally Colchin. I was there with Peter in 1978. A bunch of dykes, lesbians, queer women, homosexual men, poofters, any name you want to say. We were happy to label ourselves in that way. And we gathered together because we didn't appreciate the fact that men weren't allowed to have sex with each other in private or anywhere, that lesbians were invisible since the time of Queen Victoria. We said enough is enough. We're going to have a march in the morning, we're going to have a forum in the afternoon and ask the then Labor government to discuss why this was illegal for men to relate to each other, and have a bit of a Mardi Gras in the evening where we stroll down Oxford Street behind one truck with only 2 songs playing. And we would encourage people to come out of the bars and be okay about being gay, lesbian, homosexual, queer. And now, of course, we add other things. Thank goodness it's the 21st century. And we move forward. The Gay Games has helped carry people forward. I myself am more into art and culture, but I do see the value of playing and having fun in various competitive means of sport. We're not equal out there in the world just yet. I saw a fabulous documentary in the Blue Mountains last night about the 4 women from Salem, who some of you from America may know of, southwest of Salem. 4 women who were inappropriately accused and wrongly accused of assaulting their friends' young nieces, as gay men have been charged with assaulting children. It's an absurd reality that people in fear of sexuality choose these ways of trying to put us down, but the 78ers have continued from that moment when we had that riot in Sydney. We had that riot because the police encouraged that. And the police, sadly, in this city and probably in, as you know, in many parts of the world, still carry homophobia, as do people out there. If we can stand proud and strong together for who we are and carry that into the future, and remember those many 78ers for me and Peter who aren't here with us today, I would like to thank you for asking us to come. We remembered Stonewall then. You can remember Sydney or Stonewall or whatever, but please know and trust we've come a certain way in our journey, but we've got a long way to go together. Let's enjoy it.